Marriages are plunging. David Bridal is going out of business. Literally, back in the day, my dream was to go to David Bridal's, where everybody in my family, and pick out a bridal dress. And you know they were popping with that $99 dress sale, okay? But I just happened to stumble on this article featured on Black Love and probably other places online that David Bridal is filing for bankruptcy for the fifth time. And it seems like it's a straight up correlation with what's happening with relationships, um, and it's a straight up correlation with and it's a straight up correlation to show what's happening with modern relationships. And this hookup culture is killing everything. People are throwing away meaningful relationships, they're throwing away meaningful connections. The thought of thinking that you can find somebody is like a doubt in people's mind these days. And who can blame them? Because we don't have consistent examples of marriage. Who can blame them if they're not seeing successful marriages on TV? All we have is examples of love and hip hop, about chaos, drama. Our music does not amplify love like it used to. It's just get this, finesse this, bust this open, bust that open. Let me pull this trick on your baby daddy. All right. But it's just so unfortunate. It's really unfortunate. And but at the end of the day, when people get to the biological time clocks in their lives, particularly women, they're looking for a man to settle down with them, a man to cherish them and love them, and that they can develop a relationship, have a family, and live life. But that's not going to happen if you spend if people are spending most of their time hooking up, having sex without actually getting to know a person. It's actually, let's live in the moment. FOMO, fear of missing out. I don't want to be a virgin anymore. My friends are doing it, or they're pressuring me. Actually, nobody's pressuring you. That's just what you think. You don't have to succumb to what your environment is. You do not have to succumb to the pressures of the people that are around you. Be your own person. And a lot of people are afraid to be their own person. That's why you see so many women, modern women, looking alike. They have the wigs. Well, I ain't going to talk about wigs because I wear them. They have the wigs. They have the baby hair. They have the eyelashes. And they don't carry themselves in a classy way. And they don't dress for the job of, I want you to take me seriously. They dress in a way that it's like, I want you to just take me, but just don't take me seriously. All right. So that's a totally different message. And who can blame the men? You are laying it out there on a platter for them to receive whatever you have to offer. And it's usually sex. It's not intelligence. It's not personality. They're not respecting you for any of those things because you just want that one night stand. You want to feel good in the moment. They call that hot girl summer, hot girl winter. You just hot girl all over the place. And that in turns is messing up, you know, businesses that have been thriving on um, marriages, that have been thriving on the wedding, that have been thriving on the wedding. And it's just disheartening to see that since 2020, that marriages have gone down by a million or so. That's a rough estimate, like maybe 800,000. So was that like 2 point something million marriages that happened in near 2020? But as of recently, it's gone down in the recent years to just have been only like 1.6 million marriages. That is a big dip. And I know that we can say that maybe it has been a big dip because men aren't finding traditional women in the United States anymore. Men are going abroad to find women that appeal to traditional roles because a guy at the end of the day, it seems that they're just simple and that they just want a traditional wife, not necessarily what some feminists and some modern women to perceive as slaves, which is not a slave. You're just administering to the needs of your husband. You're ministering to the needs of your family, to the needs of your household. Okay. And anytime that you have to pay for that, that is a form of slavery. That is a form of prostitution. When a man willingly gives protection and provision for you, that is not slavery. Okay. Let's just squash that right now because I'm so sick of it. And now we're seeing that this is affecting what's going on as far as businesses here. So it's not only apparent in the communities of relationships, it's also apparent with businesses. Businesses are flopping because people are not taking relationships seriously. They're not taking relationships to the next level. Business is leaving and going elsewhere. And what does that say about our society? It says that we don't care about long-term meaningful relationships that constitute of marriage. It says that gratification is the way to go. It says that people are indecisive and can't commit to one person. And it just speaks so many volumes of that everyone is selfish. Nobody wants to settle down and bow out of the game. Sometimes you just have to bow out of the game, and nobody wants to. Everybody still thinks they got it. Old women are jealous of this and that, and then they say they're not. And now you have the young women going with the older guys because the older guys don't want the older women. It's just a hot mess. It really is. But I believe that if you want it on an individual basis, you can get a relationship. You can have marriage. You can. I believe. That's just me and my hopeful romantic thinking. You can make a reality. You can position yourself better to be seen by men. Oftentimes, women, you guys already have friends and close guys that like you, and they like you, but you don't see them and you don't respect them in that way because you don't think he's the man or he's not that exciting or whatever. But later down the road, when he's done moved on and showing somebody else and treating them well and everything, then you're like, man, maybe I should have paid Johnny more of attention. But let's get those bridal sales back up. I mean, who wants to be in a relationship? Anybody? That's the big question. Does anybody want to be in marriages anymore? Who knows? Until next time.